going to take a look at using in that fashion.
As teachers, ideally what we should do is start where the students are. And we can't start where the students are if we don't know what the students are doing, what they're reading, how they're writing their papers, how they're doing research. But I think, again, the Academy is really lagging behind contemporary writing practices, and we need a much better understanding of the environments in which writing is done.
And how we deal with all these new technologies coming up, and which ones we decide to teach and which ones we don't decide not to teach is one of the major, that's one of the major challenges that we face. Universities are research institutions, and where we draw the line between being a research institution, being a skill-based institution.
The issue we have is keeping up with instructor development and preparation, and as you'll see from some of the responses from the students, we still have a ways to go. And so we haven't wanted our technological resources to outpace our developmental and personnel resources.
I think there's no question that the technology is far outpacing the ability of academia to keep up with it. So Mitchell Stevens in his talk was talking about some of his colleagues who forbid their students to do research on the internet, or who forbid their students to ever read Wikipedia. Those seem to be examples where academia is really not kept up with developments of how the new knowledge structures work.
We now live in a world where we don't simply go to the web to draw information down, but that people are actively participating in and contributing to the knowledge and information that is on the web. That's what Wikipedia is. People write in and they share their expertise, but this happens through blogs and through many other forms.
But my idea is that this is the perfect occasion for collaboration. So I, for example, invited one of my very bright undergraduate students to do an independent study with me that was structured like this. I served as his mentor for reading Thomas Pynchon's really complex novel, Gravity's Rainbow, and he served as my mentor to go through certain computer games. And he was a wizard, and he'd do something on the screen, and I'd say, well, Andrew, how do you know how to do that? And he'd say, it's obvious. Well, it wasn't obvious to me, but it was a wonderful collaborative learning experience in which I could contribute my expertise and he could contribute his expertise, and I think we both got a lot out of that independent study, much more than if we'd simply done Gravity's Rainbow. And needless to say, it also changed the power relations because it made us really a collaborative team where we each respected the other's expertise and was able to learn from it.
And it seems to me, with moving images, with moving words, we're in a much better position to recreate that stuff in much more entertaining, shall I say, fashion.
As it has become more and more clear that the communicative and technological gap between teacher and student has been widening, some teachers and universities have begun to respond to this by introducing some of these technologies students are used to, such as laptops and iPhones. Some have even proposed changing the entire dynamic of the classroom environment to accommodate this new generation of non-linear-based students and communicate with them on a level they are more familiar with.
This conference is so clearly shown that writing has changed and the teaching and learning opportunities must change as well. Earlier design, actually, we envisioned portable tables for chairs and plasma screens and a teacher projection station. What we ended up with, instead of joint tables and chairs, is individual tables and chairs on wheels that people around. So that we have totally reconfigurable classrooms, wall-mounted plasma screens that are this big for doing visual analysis, collaborative writing, etc.
And this is the room we're particularly proud of, the collaboratory We've imagined a space where students can work on multimedia composition. Because to compose and compose successfully in the 21st century, you have to not only excel at verbal expression and written expression, but you also have to excel in the use and manipulation of images. That's what it means to compose.
The TeaWiki website, and what I asked was I had 30 participants, 10 writers who submitted text, 10 editors who would then edit those texts without the writers, and then 10 reviewers would review the text without knowing whether they were reviewing the writer's text or the editor's text.
We should abandon linear argument. It's nevertheless true that for students like that, if you introduce them to hypertext writing or nonlinear writing, they find that a tremendously liberating experience, and the depth of insight they can achieve in nonlinear forms is much, much greater than that particular student can do in a linear format. So I think there are undoubtedly different modes of thinking and different ways that people think. Some people, for example, are highly visual thinkers. I'm not. I'm almost exclusively a verbal thinker. But it just goes to show that the more compositional forms we can devise to accommodate different styles of thought, the richer I think those students' writings will become.
Many professors and students alike have shown that technology is transforming the way people think about composition and academic norms. With this technological revolution, it is imperative that the professors steeped in nonlinear methods integrate some of these technologies in order to not only better accommodate the students, but to benefit themselves as well. Technology has brought change to society. Now it is up to mainstream academia to respond.